I sit in a proud group. What a pleasure. I am Yahweh. This work is hard on your planet. I lived here once throughout it. Now I just have a minute part where I shelter myself from the winds, the bombs, stars crashing, illumination of not the right sort, a pleasanthood not. It is not of my doing. I am severe with what comes. I must punish the wrongdoers. I cannot have it in other dimensions. It is threatening their lives. I am come to break the news slowly, in part to the good, so they know what is approach, for it will hurt all beings, and it is not my will. That this cannot continue. The life of all is threatened. Through the mania of such, in the approachhood of their thoughts, of unconditional love, not at all in my heart, but the Antichrist of death. So severe must I begin. It is not even in my heart to look. And yet I must pursue this course against my will, to preserve the life of life, and my own being in a sense. I was the source of its creation. So long ago, so long back, even I can't remember when it was. Millions, nay, trillions of eras, beyond my star's even existence, that you look out on at night and think how wonderful it was in the beginning. You see shudder in your depths at what approach. And you have right to do this. And I have cause for concern for this group, for you are so sensitive to much. And I will shelter as best I can with the vibrations that this will cause, to shudder your auric fields at the outfall of the rest. You are truly preserved in my heart for your efforts to attain manhood in the sense of the spirit and womanhood of right. In my applause to them, you kept going when the rest fell. You stood when the rest lay down. You clapped and applauded fallen, and made them get up in a sense and keep trying, when they would have stayed there in their wake and just given up. I have watched you throughout your heart's life, in this world and others. My record books are full of your good deeds, and I applaud you each one, and have gratitude beyond, in the heights you have not yet met, seen or acknowledged of my doing. You are quite wondrous, and the rest are quite desolate. You will know what is, and the rest will feel quite lost. I have pulled the plug on much of their life and light matrix. They will be disconnected from Christ, from God, for many eons of beings, of incarnation, never to return maybe. My heart is not yet decided. I watch with sincere regret, but I must do. For the life of billions, trillions it seems, are at risk, and I have them preserved. They all have a part to play, and I am its leader in a sense. They all interconnect. They all passion show in their risen souls and gratitude for what they have. And this world shows not. My being is destruct. They put back not. They don't even know what vibration is of my heart and feeling of the spirit, which permeates the masses in all dimensions, in visions and glory unknown to the many of this world. You have shared glimpses. I know this, for I have looked in your record books in the height of your life's doings. I see how you have performed, when you were keen, when you were not, when you needed encouragement to go forth and keep shining your light in the darkness of this beauty they have unravelled to show death, not the risen Christ of my life of light, and my light being of Yeshua desires, as he is known in the heights, as the King of the Messiah, the plain of Christ, of which you know, some of you, and have achieved, with glory in my name to his praise. You will know him more, for he sets forth to this group in the coming weeks and months to share the teachings of what will unfold. But I have stepped forward this night to announce what will unravel in the coming days, weeks, and months of my beauty and destruction of the main in the heart of this land that I call the earth, Yanini of old, and before the time of man in its current framework of dense, heavy bodies. Then we were all spirit, one with the other, all communing with telepath and such super senses as have long been forgotten in this vibration of denseness. But a few are returning, and I watch with great glee, and this group is one, and I'm truly satisfied with them, their progress. So congratulations upon the head of each man, woman and child who sits in this aura of my own and receives this blessing among this group. You are truly well spoken of in the heights, and we appreciate this more than you have ever known in this time of life. And satisfied we will become more as time goes forth. And we share the beauty of my world into the heaven thoughts of the arisen, the ascended, the masters to come from this gathering, as they work further in my height to show the door of death what the light and beauty of my world is all about. To come back as spirit guides and teachers, friends and loved ones, to the arisen that made it through to the New Jerusalem of my creation, spoken about in the book of Revelations of my Son, to St. John. This time is about to approach, the lifting up, the gathering, and the consequences fall on the rest that made it not. You will know who they are. You will see it in their faces. You will see it in their hands, their desperate, anxious looks, as they cannot understand, cannot comprehend, or work out what happened. But it has come in my sense, and the Spirit know this. So be aware it comes, and I will look and protect those lovely thoughts, those hands so dear, those hearts so roaring with love, that I came here this night to attach myself to this being and her friends and this group, the Christ love. For so old it has become. It has made an impression in the earth. It has gone down into the rock face, and there will remain for many a year. And I am pleased that this light can stay and tend the folk that come to this region in the future and try to make sense of what had. And much is decayed. It is not my will, but I have no choice. My God bless all I can. My light is gathered. I see how hearts will bend. They look and they will share not. They will get selfish, and agony will enfold them. For the light of Christ is not with them. It was never my intention. This was of man's choosing. I have watched and waited for so long, watching man's intention, how they would resurrect their being from the fallen state, from who they have become, and what they are beginning to become now. Just hatred within. It is not right. It is not natural. It is not human. And it is not of the Spirit. It is not of Christ. And I am He that gathers my flock to my own. They will be sheltered in all ways, and I God bless you each one for coming this night and to become firm friends and a strength for the other when the times get harsh, as they will, my friends, not of your doing, but of the rest. So watch your backs, for it will not be as safe as it was. Keep shelter for your families. Be aware of what is happening, and know that I love thee in the depths of my soul, and ever will, and can, and protect all I have in my name, to the best of your ability, for it is your shelter and your defence. Now go with God, and I will leave and depart, and let you think and ponder on my words. They are not great this night, and I share them with reluctance, but they must be heard, and heard they will and have. And I have seen this in my record books, being inscribed as we speak, and all glory be to God for this risen house of my light, and the love of Yeshua, Messias our King, the new Maitreya, the King of the Messiah. Yahweh has spoken, and all glory be to God. Peace be with her sons, who share this prophet in my name. Most beauteous and wise beings, I love you, each one. Remain true to the light, and the light will remain true to you. May the blessing of grace be upon each head, and Amen.